Verse 21 of the 7th chapter, Gospel of Matthew. Jesus has been remarking on wolves in sheep's clothing, and he gives the test that it is by their fruit that they can be identified. And he notes in that connection that if there are those who are purportedly serving him who don't bear fruit, that ultimately they are going to be terminated in one way or another from that position. And he gives now this closing counsel to those who are his followers. Driving home the point, we have ara ga. Ara is really a little conjunction that means consequently, or as a result of this, drawing a conclusion. It's something like un, which means therefore, but a little bit more forceful, and there's even more force added with the particle ga. Ara ga means therefore in a kind of irresistible deductive logic, you might almost say, driving home the point that it's not avoidable, the conclusion that's being drawn, and then that conclusion is stated as apo. This is from, or the preposition that means from. It takes the genitive, so here we have the genitive article with carpone. So we have from the fruits, again, idiomatically using the plural here, where in English typically we'd use the singular, but consequently from the fruits, auton, the possessive pronoun, genitive plural, so from the fruits of them, and then epigenosis, from gnosko, to know. To know well is the idea. Epigenosko actually strengthens it even more. In the future, second person plural, future active indicative. So from the fruits of them, you will really know, you might say, as the force of it. Autus, the direct object, the accusative masculine plural. So that's the real test, examining the life of those who purport to be servants of Christ. The real test is not how eloquent they are, how talented, that sort of thing, but it's really by looking at the effects of their ministry and evaluating that. And of course, it's a good test for each of us to look at the effect of our own ministry and say, what do I see in the consequence of the service I'm providing? Do I see genuine fruit that bears witness to the fact that God's Spirit is really at work in this enterprise?